I published my first mobile game. It was a journey. Let us walk through it. I will share with you how long it took me to finish the project, what I used to make it, and how much money I made from it as a small content creator with less than 30 subs and no fan base, except my coding students. A little about myself. I am a high school teacher with an engineering and education background. I know it's weird, but I got my master's in engineering, then I got a job at teaching and I loved it. So I got a master in education, of course. I have been teaching computer science and game dev for 4 years and building games for more than that. I can't even remember when I started. I was a young kid when I started doing that. I never finished a game because I always wanted to tackle a big project. I wanted to create the next AAA game. I remember back in high school, I wanted to make my game to be as realistic as possible. So I designed every single brick in a house and start laying them on top of each other. Of course, I got sick of it before I even finished the first room. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage from that time. It was over 15 years ago. All that to say, I always wanted to make something big. So while teaching game dev, I kept telling my students not to make my mistake and start with something small and have it out there. So one of them asked me if I ever built a game, and my answer was yes. Then the follow-up question came, where can I play it? That was a moment of realization for me. I never published anything, so here we are with my first published game. I decided on making a small game with a small element and easy workflow. When it comes to game engines are helpful tools, and I would say all of them are equally great. What do I mean by that? Unity, Unreal Engine, Godot, RPG Maker, RenPy, and others are all amazing at what they do. So, what game engine to pick depends on your game style. If you're going for realistic 3D graphic and rendering, go with Unreal Engine. If you are after visual novels, use RenPy. You are heavily focusing on story and adventure with simple combat style, use RPG Maker. You get the idea, right? So, which one did I pick? Godot was my choice for a few reasons. Godot is an open source engine, lightweight, smaller project file size, decent 2D engine, and a very simple programming language. Those reasons made it clear to me that it was the best choice for my current game. Being an open source engine meant that there is no big corporation behind it who will one day decide I have to pay them to keep using their engine or get a cut from my revenue. Also, it meant that I can customize it to fit my need better, not that I needed it for this project. The engine is 155 megabyte only, compared to other engines like Unity and Unreal Engine. This small file size made it easy for me to download it on my work PC and on my home PC. And even if I had a low graphic card on any of these devices, the engine will run just fine. The project files are smaller compared to other engines. I can easily move them around between different devices. Of course, I used the version control Git and uploaded all my project in GitHub, but it's nice to know that I can put all the file in a USB drive and move them around with me. Godot has a good 2D rendering engine. There are a lot of amazing powerful games that are made using Godot, like Dome Keeper, Portato, and The Case of the Golden Idol. And their interface is user-friendly and easy to navigate through for beginners. This one is the two-edged sword. So I came with zero experience in Godot script. I never used it before. This project was my very first project in Godot, so I had to learn the Godot script. But this language is basically a Python clone. What do I mean by that? The syntax is super similar, with few exceptions, like for example in Python you start a function with def and here you start a function with func, and other things looks exactly the same. Look at this example. We're printing hello world in both languages the same way. This is the part where I'm going to tell you about my game. It is the rocket game, a very simple endless runner game. You are a rocket, you launch and try to dodge space objects. Every now and then you get a meteor shower that you have to avoid. You can collect gas and shield or use the boost on the top left corner. Those can be gained by watching ad after each game. So what you see here is not the final version. This game went through so many different phases until it get to this stage. Even though I tested the game and it had other people testing it, some mistakes still slipped through, like I forgot to change the placeholder on the pause menu, so it always shows this 2000 number. Unfortunately, I did not film the whole process of making this game. So this game is free to play and the only way for me to make money is through the ads. You can watch an ad after each round by clicking on the reward button, and after you finish watching the ad, you get a boost. Watching ads and microtransactions are not required to play the game. You can play it with absolutely no ads or no money spending. And I designed it that way for a reason, because I don't want to play a game that requires me to watch an ad every 5 seconds. Yes, this means less money for me, but you know I have a principle I want to stick to. So how much money did this game make me? The game have been in the Play Store for about 2 weeks and in Apple Store for about a week. The game only have 3 downloads on Play Store and 18 downloads in iOS App Store. It's not a huge number and it only been less than a week, and most of those downloads are from people that I know personally. So how much money did this game make? It made about $1.62 in 2 weeks. It's not a big amount of money, it's a small amount of money. I am a small content creator and I did not advertise my game except by the word of mouth. So hopefully this video will make some people interested in playing it. If you want to try it, I left you all the links in the description below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you made it this far. I have future plans for future games that I'm currently working on and I would like to share them with you as well. Thank you everyone for watching.